not working. Okay. Good morning. My mic was off. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a good morning. It's chilly here, as usual, and raining. We've definitely got fall weather. Hey, Lisa, Burble, TC. It's Stacy, Tarot Reader. Cheryl Lynn, Beth F. I can't believe it's Friday. I feel like this week has just flown by. I seen there was some crime updates, but I just tried to glance because I knew if I got into the true crime news this morning, it would mess me up with my live stream this morning. But I'll probably put up some true crime news later on today. This morning, we're going to talk about the Facebook murders. Too Pretty to Live. The murders of Billie Payne, who was 36 when he was murdered, and his fiancee, Billie Jean Hayworth, who was only 22 when she was murdered. They were murdered over an online Facebook feud. It's the craziest story ever. I've got everything written down. I wrote everything down last night, so I wouldn't get all bum-puzzled and have to pull stuff up and look at it. So I just wrote everything in my own words. And any of y'all that watched that documentary or know about this, if you want to add anything like I'm leaving out, because I'm always going to forget something, just put it in the chat. Jenelle Potter, a woman who was, I think she was like 31 when she convinced her parents and her boyfriend to murder her online Facebook bullies. But they all had low IQs. Jenelle, her mom, her dad, and her boyfriend. It blows my mind. I lost my train of thought because I was trying to do something on my laptop here. Sorry. I want to screen share. She's got a low IQ. Jenelle is one of these people. She talks with like a childlike voice. But she's one of these people that's a hypochondriac and lies and does things for attention. And that's what started all of this and led to murder. She's got a low IQ, but she talked 3 people into murder. Okay. I want to get back to let's put it up there, my chat for a second before I get started. Never lose hope. Good morning to everyone. I can't type that fast on my phone. Glad everyone is here this morning. Yeah, just say good morning, everyone. It's hard to say hi to everyone, isn't it? Okay. So this case happened in Mountain City, Tennessee. And that is in northern Tennessee. The murders happened on January 31st, 2012. Mountain City, Tennessee is in the Appalachian Mountains, just like I am. It's a very small town. Their population is about 2,500 people. There may be 3,000 people there. Everyone knows everyone. And most people don't lock their doors there. There's not much crime that goes on. Murder for sure doesn't go on there. So just let me get to it, or I'm going to get myself bumfuzzled by overthinking it. Excuse me. So, on the night of January 31st, 2012, Billie Payne and Billie Jean Hayworth were both shot to death in their home. The killers left the couple's 7-month-old baby alive. Billie Payne had been shot while he was in bed. It appeared he was awake when he was shot. The killer also slit his throat. Billie Jean Hayworth was shot in the baby's nursery. The killer shot her in the side of the head. Authorities think she was holding her 7-month-old baby son when she was fatally shot. It's still unclear to this day why the killers left the baby alive. Okay, turn my page here. The couple was found the next day by a friend who used their address to get mail. So he stopped by and he came in the house. He was looking for his mail. He was yelling for them. They didn't answer. And he goes to the bedroom, opens the door, and he finds Billie there, shot to death, throat slit. Hears the baby crying, goes to the nursery. Billie Jean's laying in the floor, dead. Gunshot went into the side of her head. The baby, he had been crying his eyes out. He cried that he couldn't cry anymore. But thank God he was alive. Police started interviewing family and friends. They learned from Billie Payne's sister, Tracy Greenwell, that Billie Payne and Billie Jean had been in an online feud on Facebook with Jenelle Potter and her parents. Do y'all want to see a picture of her parents? Let me see if we can find. Let's go back out of this, go down. Okay, so that one picture right here, that's Jenelle and Jamie Curd. And we'll learn about him in just a minute. Let's see, where's her parents at? Right here they are. Now let's look at the couple that was murdered, Billie Jean and Bill Payne. So Jenelle Potter and her parents, they weren't locals. They moved to Mountain City in 2005 from Philadelphia. Janelle's mom, Barbara, worked for Hewlett Packard, and her dad, Marvin, known as Buddy, he was a former Marine who served in Vietnam. Barbara believed Buddy worked for the CIA when he was in the Marines. He led her to believe that, and it was just really a bunch of nonsense. She thought, made him look big or something. I don't know. They sheltered Jenelle. I mean, she was like 30-some years old, living with her parents, which I know a lot of people do that. But Jenelle had a lot of health problems. She had type 1 diabetes. She had a lot low IQ. And her parents did everything for her daily. But they were also super strict on her. They checked her Facebook. She wasn't allowed to date. Sorry, guys, I'm not looking at the chat because if I do, I'm going to get bumfuzzled. Y'all just chat away. I'll go back and answer anything after I'm done here. She was very sheltered, but Jenelle was socially awkward. She had trouble making friends, but she had even more trouble keeping friends. So when she moved to Mountain City, she moves to this small town. She's socially awkward. Jenelle says that the locals didn't accept her because she was an outsider. She wasn't born and raised there. But really, it had a lot to do with Jenelle. I find people in small towns, because I'm from one, are very welcoming to people that move from the city and stuff, Southern hospitality. Jenelle was just socially awkward. And when she did make friends, she couldn't keep friends because it didn't take long for people to figure out Jenelle was very manipulative. She was a hypochondriac. She did a lot of things for attention, and she lied a lot. She was a pathological liar. Anyway, so they moved to Mountain City. She's having trouble making friends, so she turns to social media. She stays on social media a lot. But one day, when she went to the local pharmacy, of course, with her parents, anytime she went anywhere, her parents had to take her. I mean, they were like super, super strict on her. But anyways, while visiting the local pharmacy, she meets Tracy Greenwell, who works there. And Tracy is actually Billie Payne's sister. So she befriends Jenelle because she feels sorry for her. You know, she can tell she's socially awkward and her parents are real strict on her. And, she just feels sorry for her. So she invites Jenelle to go hiking with her and her friends and her brother, Billie Payne, and Billie's girlfriend, Billie Jean Hayworth. Well, Billie Payne was a very charming young man. Everybody liked him. He was just very polite, really respectful, and, he was nice and polite to Jenelle. And automatically she was smitten with him, even though he had a girlfriend by the name of Billie Jean. Jenelle would just stare at him, and she was like totally in love with him. I don't know if you'd call it love, but obsessed. But Jenelle knew it was never going to happen. He was out of her league, as they like to say. But they're all friends for a bit. They become friends on Facebook, too. Then Tracy introduces Jenelle to her cousin, Jamie Curd. And Jamie Curd is kind of like Jenelle. Socially awkward, low IQ. Jenelle was the first girlfriend he had ever had in his life, and he was like 30-some years old. He was completely in love with her, smitten, as they would like to say. But really, Jenelle had her eye on Billie Payne. Anyways, they become friends. And it seems like everything's going good for Jenelle. She's finally got a social life. She's got some friends. Although Billie Jean did not like Jenelle. Just because of how she, did over Billie when she was around him, constantly staring, trying to be lovey-dovey. It just got on Billie Jean's nerves. She just didn't like Jenelle. Billie would tell her to overlook her, because she, Jenelle had a low IQ and stuff, but Billie Jean just did not like Jenelle. Anyways, everything's going good. Jenelle starts getting bullied on Facebook, she claims. She's getting all these threats, getting these anonymous comments on her Facebook page. Her mom even gets on there and defends her because someone had wrote on there that they were going to rape Jenelle. And she's getting threatening emails. She's claiming people are throwing stones at her house. And the person that she's blaming for this is Billie Jean. She's jealous of Billie Jean. She can never be like Billie Jean, have Billie Jean's life, and she's jealous of that. Because at this point, Billie Jean's pregnant by Billie Payne, and they're going to have a little boy. I think his name's Tommy, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, one of the stones thrown at the house actually had Billie Jean's name wrote on it, and something, you're my huckleberry pie, or something. Allegedly, Jenelle is the one that wrote on that rock. Billie Jean never threw a rock at her house. It turns out later on. Hey, Chris Cox, good morning. Anyway, she's being harassed. Her mom's on Facebook defending her, and they're blaming Billie Jean. Jenelle's on Facebook and other forums saying that they're drug addicts. After the baby was born, she actually got on a forum and she said that she wished Billie Jean, and that damn baby would die. I think she was on the Topics forum. She's she's writing stuff like they're bad parents, using drugs in front of the baby, and they get fed up with it. Billie Payne is a nice guy, but he's had enough. He's got a child now. And here this lady is on Facebook writing all this horrible stuff, and they haven't done a damn thing to her. So they unfriend her. Oh, buddy. When they unfriend her, that's when crap hit the fan. So after they unfriend her, Jenelle still going on. Um, Anybody that would listen to her, she would talk about getting prank phone calls, people throwing stones at her house, getting and threatening emails. She would just go on and on and on. Really, nobody wanted to listen to it. Then all of a sudden, Jenelle gets an email from a CIA agent named Chris. He says he's in Mountain City undercover. There's a threat on her life. He's going to help her with it. He's there investigating Billie Payne and Billie Jean because they're in a violent gang. They're selling drugs and they're going to hurt Jenelle. She starts emailing back and forth with this person. Then this guy reaches out to Jenelle's mom. Tells her the story that he's a CIA agent and there's a threat on Jenelle's life. And that he really cares about Jenelle and he really wants to help him out. And he's got a plan. He's got a plan to take down Billie Jean, Billie Payne, because they're bad gang members and they're going to hurt Jenelle. So the plan is for, and during this time, Janelle's dating Jamie Curd. I about forgot about that. She's dating Jamie Curd, who is Billie Payne's cousin. But like I said, this is his first girlfriend and stuff. And he takes Janelle's side when the feud started, right? Okay, I just wanted to add that in there because I'm getting sidetracked here. So the CIA agent starts communicating with Barbara. She communicated so much with this guy, this fictitious guy, I should say, agent, that she was signing the emails, "Love Mom." I mean, really, really developed a real personal relationship with this character. So this agent tells her, like, after a while, after a lot of emails, and Barbara would print these emails off and show them to her husband, Buddy, right? Why? I don't know why she would waste ink on stuff like that. But that's what she would do and show Buddy. Anyways, he finally emails her and is like, I got a plan. I can get your husband back into the CIA, because remember I said she thought Buddy was in the CIA when he was in the Marines. I can get him back in to that. I can protect Jenelle. We could take out the threat. Here's the plan. We need Jamie Curd and Buddy to murder Billie Jean and Billie Payne. The CIA will protect them. So Barbara talks this over with Buddy. They call Jamie Curd to the house. And they hatch a plan to sneak in and kill them in the middle of the night. It blows my mind that her mother believed those emails. A normal person wouldn't have. But like I said, they all had low IQs, or they still got low IQs. They're all still alive, but CC is the best. Oh, verbal. I hope I'm doing okay and I'm not getting y'all too sidetracked. So here's what happens. Buddy gets the dad, Janelle's dad, Buddy, gets Jamie on January 31st, 2012. And they decide that they need to protect Jenelle. So they sneak over to Billie Payne's place. Jamie is Billie's cousin, and when he's handed a gun by Buddy, he says, I'm not killing nobody. So he waited outside. Janelle's dad, Buddy, went into the house. He went into the bedroom, and I guess it woke up Billie, and he shot Billie, and then he slit his throat. Billie Jean had run to the nursery to protect the baby. And he comes into the nursery and he shoots her in the side of the head. She was holding her son in her arms, police say. And then they left. Well, as soon as they was murdered, Billie's sister told police, about the feud. They brought the Potters in. They questioned each one of them for an hour. They act like they were shocked about the murders, didn't know anything about it. Then they bring in Jamie Curd, Billie Payne's cousin, Jenelle's boyfriend. They question him for an hour. He breaks. He tells them what happened. At the end of the interview, he asks the cops, "Is the CIA here?" And they was like, didn't really know what he was talking about till they served a search warrant. Got the computer, got the emails and all that. And they started reading these emails between this CIA agent, Chris, and Barbara, Jenelle's mother, and the emails that he had sent Jenelle. As soon as they saw the emails, they knew Jenelle had catfished her mother, catfished her boyfriend, and her dad. The emails were written by Jenelle. The IP address traced back to the Potter's residence. Also, Jenelle had a diary in her room. She had everything written down. She told on herself what she was doing. She had also printed off pictures from Billie Jean's Facebook. On the pictures, there was derogatory names written, like the B word, slut, names like that. Complete freaking psycho. And that is the story of how a woman with a low IQ talked her parents and her boyfriend into murdering her online bullies. And it was all a lie. Everything was a lie. The people that were threatening Jenelle on her Facebook page was actually Jenelle. She was trolling herself. So much for her being slow. Yes, they said that Jenelle has the mind of like a 10-year-old. Really? When my son was 10 years old, he would have never thought to do something like that. Every hateful comment Jenelle got was from Jenelle. Of course, Billie Jean and Billie Payne did respond to her some online, but the comments she would get about, people threatening to rape her and murder her, that was Jenelle. The police said it was so easy to see that the emails from this Chris, this CIA agent, it was so easy to see it was Jenelle. Because that's all they ever talked about, Jenelle and her feelings. Just on and on. It was just too much. You could just tell it was her. And the way she came up with the name of Chris, there was a last name. I actually didn't write that down. She actually went to school with the guy by the name of that. He had the same name. And he actually was a cop. He was popular in high school, and he barely remembered Jenelle. And she used his name. That's how she came up with the agent's name. If y'all watched that documentary, did you hear her talk? She sounds like a little squeaky kid. Here's her and Jamie Curd. Now, I left some things out about him because, I don't know, I get anxious when I get on here. But when Jenelle started dating him, she had to keep it a secret from her parents. Jamie was good at computers. Jenelle had a computer. She was always online. So in order to see him, she would act like he was coming over to fix the computer. So that's how they spent time together. Her parents, I think, eventually figured it out. But he actually bought her a cell phone that she hid from her parents so that they could communicate back and forth. Because, like I said, her mom would sometimes get into her Facebook. So, if her mom kept that good of an eye on her, what she was doing online to get into her account, how come she couldn't figure out and find no evidence of Jenelle catfishing her? One of the investigators said, a normal person wouldn't have believed that agent's story. Come on. Rejection makes people crazy. She became totally obsessed with Billie Payne. And then when Billie Jean got pregnant, she went crazy. She became extremely jealous of Billie Jean. She hated Billie Jean. Billie Jean didn't like her either. She saw Jenelle for what she really was. Janelle's an attention seeker and a pathological liar. She's a devious person. She acts all sweet and innocent. When the police were interviewing these people, they were like, oh my God, we can't believe it happened. That poor baby. Yeah. Them sitting there knowing they were the ones responsible for Billie Jean and Billie Payne's deaths. Now, she has a sister. She's been estranged from the family for a long time. I think her sister wrote a book. Right here's her picture. I first thought that was Jenelle. No, this is Janelle's sister. And there's Jenelle. She came into court once and she had a bandage on her arm. I could about bet you my life there wasn't a damn thing wrong with her wrist. She had it bandaged up. She's a hypochondriac. She does things for attention. She likes to pretend like she's hurt, sick for attention. She pretends like she's all sweet and innocent. I mean, it takes a monster to plot something like this. It wouldn't, I mean, I just don't get it. She was just totally obsessed. Is it not screen sharing? Oh, let me screen share. I thought I was showing y'all the sister's picture. Maybe not. I don't know what happened to it. That's Jenelle. That's Janelle's sister. Yeah, she actually wrote a book. But she had been estranged from the family for a long time. Hey, this family was a bunch of weirdos. I know they had to look after her because Janelle's like, she got a low IQ, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't let her do anything. One of those detectives said you could tell by Janelle's face when she was around people and actually got to talk to people face to face, like she was so excited about it. Yeah. I mean, she never drove, she never worked, and she never really went anywhere without her parents. I was surprised when she met Billie Payne's sister, Tracy. I was surprised her parents let her go hiking with her. I thought the mother was evil too. She gave me bad vibes, but then again, the whole family did. Yeah, it's like they didn't even care that this couple had a little baby, or they would be murdering someone's son and daughter. You know what I mean? All they cared about was protecting stupid Jenelle. She's a complete freaking nut job. I'm telling you. I think that picture. Oh, that's Billie Payne. I'm not sure who's in that picture though with them. Probably one of his family members. That's Janelle's sister. Look at her. She's got evil eyes. I've met people like her before. Failure to launch chick. Hey, Tracy L. Oh, it's okay, Very Mary. It's perfectly fine. Um, Actually, a while back, her and her mom are in prison in Nashville. Let's see what I got it written down. What they got? They got life, but Jamie Curd ended up making a plea deal because he testified against Buddy, Janelle's dad. I think he testified against them all. Um, They all were charged with, well, Barbara, Janelle, and Buddy, 2 counts of first degree murder. They both, all of them, or all three, were sentenced to 2 concurrent life sentences, 50 years before they would be eligible for parole. They'd have to serve 50 years. Jamie was charged with 2 counts of facilitating first degree murder. He got 25 years. This is, I mean, I can't believe that her mom fell for this. I mean, like, I just want to blame the parents. Janelle's responsible, of course. She knew exactly what she was doing. But, I mean, I can't believe the mom actually believed she was talking to an agent that worked for the CIA. Come on. How freaking dumb do you have to be to fall for something like that? And I just want to pull them out. They're not from the mountains. I mean, you would think, oh, this is what true hillbillies look like. Hey, they're not from the country. They just moved to the country. They're from the city, you know? I mean, I don't even know what to say about this. 2 concurrent always makes me laugh. It's a joke. Yeah, why do they do that? It's not like you're going to serve 2 life sentences. You only live once. She does look evil. You tell her, they say, just how dumb do you have to be? Your comments are the best. Yeah, I mean, I hold her. I mean, her mom, man. I don't know, for some reason I hold her the most responsible in my brain because I can't believe she bought that crap. And what was with printing off those emails and showing her husband instead of just showing them to him on the computer, her reading them to him? What was that? After the murders, they ripped all those emails up. They didn't burn them, and investigators found them and pieced them back together. Bunch of freaking idiots. I can see why nobody liked Janelle, because her personality and stuff. She's just one of those annoying, attention seeking people. Some people just thrive on that. They feed off of it. Everything's got to be about them. It like feeds them. It makes them, it's like a high for them, getting all that attention. That is one thing I cannot freaking stand. I don't tolerate it. People that do that. It is very obvious, people, when they do it. People, it's like that. What have we all learned here today, folks? Don't be dumb. You won't get away with the crime that way. Yes. And don't trust people on the internet that say that they work for the CIA. Come on. I just can't believe that Janelle had that couple killed over her freaking jealousy. Over a few Facebook comments and stuff. Yeah, Billie Jean fired back at her. She was writing stuff about her on Facebook, you know, getting on forums saying that they was bad parents and stuff. But when they unfriended her, that sent Janelle over the edge. Some people can't take rejection. Well, she works for the CIA. I'm the Queen of England. What now? I can't believe her mom didn't figure out that was Janelle pretending to be that agent. I wonder what her parents thought when they learned that those emails came from their house, their IP address. They probably still don't believe it. One of the prison guards in Nashville got in trouble. They wrote some kind of letter to the governor or something saying that Jenelle and Barbara were the sweetest people, good-hearted people, should have their sentence reduced or some crap like that. She got in trouble. She got fired for it. Manipulating the guard. She don't need to work at a prison. She's manipulated that easily by these two fools. All those lives ruined. Cece, where is this at? What state? It happened in Mountain City, Tennessee. Mountain City, Tennessee. Very small mountain community. Population 2,500. Maybe 3,000, they said. It happened, that's in northern Tennessee. Northern Tennessee, I believe, yeah. I hope I didn't do too bad of a job this morning explaining, guys. We all work for the CIA. Yeah, right. I keep getting into it and button heads with the lead detective in the Prisman case. Does that count? That makes me something right. I'm feisty today if you can't tell. Oh, really? Have you been talking to him? I'm gonna have to look into that. What you're talking about, this Prisman. Oh, thank you, Lisa. You're just gonna say that anyways, even if I didn't do a good job, you would still say that. Oh my goodness. So the baby lives with family. Yeah. How old would he be? It was 2012. That little boy is probably 8 or 9 years old now, isn't he? Please do. I'll give you lots of info. Yes, you did great. You did fine, Cece. No worries. I understood the whole thing. Okay, cool. Hey, I wrote everything down. But then I just quit referring to my notes because I think that distracts me too. Damn, the years are flying. Yeah, he's just 7 months old. I think I remember when this trial and stuff went on that Billie Jean begged the shooter not to kill the baby. I just don't see how Jenelle's dad got in that house that quietly. He's a pretty good-sized man, had health problems, couldn't hardly walk. But according to Jamie Curd, that's what went on. I can't believe he went along with having his own cousin killed. He chose that crackpot Jenelle over his own family when the feud first started happening online. But like I said, he has a low IQ, 30-some years old. Jenelle was his first girlfriend. Yeah. It's one of those. So he was head over heels in love, and he would have done anything for her. And he did. Committed murder, helped commit murder. He helped set it up. Good morning, Vicky. CC, not change subject. Did you hear about the baby locked in the hot car in Vegas? Oh, are you talking about the one where the dad wouldn't let him break out the window and get his little girl out, little toddler girl? Yeah. Ain't that some crap? Something going on with that case. There was a resident that witnessed that said the police tried to unlock that car for 2 hours. Said they actually got a coat hanger for them. Maybe they was wrong about the time, but damn, they should have busted out that damn window regardless what that fool said as soon as they got there. I could not be a police officer because I'd go to jail myself. I'd break protocol. I'd break the rules. Probably, you know what I'd done? I'd bust that window out, got that baby out, and then after the baby was safe and away from the scene, I'd have took my black stick and I'd have busted the rest of the windows out for him acting that way. Can you believe that? Didn't want his new car window busted out. Now, how did that baby die of vehicular heat stroke if the air conditioner was on? That don't make no sense to me unless it's just that hot outside. I don't know. Vegas is pretty hot, I guess, but still with the AC on running, I don't believe that AC was on. I think the cops should have acted faster. They should have, of course, they should have. They should have broke that window out as soon as they got there. That case pisses me off. That baby had been in that car for a while because that fool had been arguing with his girlfriend. She had run him off, made him take the baby with him. So he put the baby in the car, said the AC was running, argued with her for 15, 20 minutes. Then figured out his keys and stuff was locked in. AC warms at idle after 10 minutes here. Was entertaining that car 98 outside. I figured it was probably really hot there. Because I kept thinking, how did she die of a heat stroke if the AC was on? And I was thinking to myself, but it's like really hot in Vegas, so maybe the ACs don't work. You know what I mean? Work is good. Her mom is outraged, of course. I think that's murder. Murder. I mean, the kids in a car like that, in the heat, they're going to die. So that's murder. His car was a V6 and an AC won't run on idle. Oh, gotcha. Cared more about that car than he did his little girl's safety. Facts. Piece of shit. I mean, really, people like that's a piece of crap. He cared more about his car window and his car than he did his little girl. When his brother arrived on the scene, he wrapped something around his hand, was going to bust out the window, and that guy stopped him. No. Didn't want his car window busted out. He said when police got there, the toddler, she was fine, running around in the seat. But they didn't do their job. They should have knocked that fool out of the way. I'm going to call him a fool because that's what he is. The insurance quote was too high. They didn't even call 911 at first, did they? I think he called his brother to call his mom because his mom's over the insurance. I guess in her name or something. Yeah. Yeah, I'd have lost my job that day because I'd have broke his window anyways. If that's true, that they tried to unlock that car for 2 hours, their asses need to be in trouble. 2 hours? When they finally busted the window to get her out, she was done dead. Been dead for a while. Rigor mortis was starting to set in. Right, Tracy? Am I wrong? I read that. I don't know if it's right or not. Yeah, called his girlfriend mom, called locksmith. Hey, Sunnyside. You should never, ever put your kid in a car like that and be arguing with somebody in the heat. Should never leave your kids in the car to run into a store, even with the AC running. You just don't do that. Or pets. While back at Walmart, last time me and Mark went, well, back when it was hot and we went, there was a truck there with the dog inside. I was pissed off. I told Mark, because I'm going to break his damn window out in a minute. Finally, the owner come. I was pissed off. About 5 minutes. I don't know how long that dog had been in there. Window just barely cracked. Truck not on. Anybody would have called the police on them. I try not to stir up trouble. You know what I mean? I mean, it's possible they just ran in there and got something and ran back out. I don't know. Because when I pulled in, it was already sitting there. But I waited to make sure. Oh, Tracy, I've not checked in on that case in a while. She was strangled. Well, how come How come they were reporting that she was alive when police arrived? She was walking around in the seats inside the car. Hmm. I'm gonna have to check into it. I didn't know the autopsy was back. That's the word. Okay. You'll have to check into that. I did see one little update I can remember this morning. It was about, y'all remember the fishing trip massacre in Florida? Those three people that, how many was they? Three people that killed those boys. There's like three or four of them killed. Well, they're going to be seeking the death penalty. I can't remember those guys right off the top of my head, the names and stuff. There's just so many cases. Um, but yeah, they're seeking the death penalty. Yeah, he probably got mad at that girlfriend that ran him off and strangled the baby, took it out on the baby. More than likely. I keep looking at my phone to see if Mark's called me. He took Chloe back to the vet. She's back coughing bad. My little Yorkie. So they're going to the vet. Oh, Frostproof Murders. Yes, thank you. Let's look at the true crime this morning just for a second. Before I get off here, see what's going on. Friend who cut unborn baby from Reagan Hancock's womb may have been faking a pregnancy. We already know that she faked a pregnancy. I don't know why they're making an article about it. We already know that crazy bitch did that. Husband survives 9 shots after ex-wife hires teen boys to kill him. And she plots again for another hit. Oh my goodness. Jesus mercy. Let's see what else. Well, I guess we could look at this real quick. Let's see where this happened at. Washington. A Washington man was shot 9 times as he walked from his apartment in. I thought it said shot at. He was shot. He survived, but his former wife began plotting another shooting. Jesus Christ. 9 times. And he survived, and she tried to have him killed again. Let me share his picture. Oh, crap. My heart just skipped. Okay. So he was shot 9 times as he walked from his apartment in July. Survived, but she began plotting another shooting, prosecutors said. The Washington Post reports that the incident happened at an apartment complex in Bellevue as 48-year-old Baron maybe it's Lie, was walking to his car. 2 bullets struck Barrett. He hid behind his door in a fetal position. 7 additional bullets struck him, but miraculously, none of the bullets hit his major organs. Investigators began piecing together the mystery. They determined this week that Barron's former wife, let me see if I can say her name, Sharon Rose Kelly, was behind the shooting. The divorced pair were in the middle of a tumultuous custody battle over their 6-year-old special needs son. Barron told KIRO7 that his wife wanted their son's trust fund, and the shooting was all about the money. Barron added that their son developed brain damage as an infant, and in turn they received settlement money. Kelly allegedly wanted the money all to herself. Root of all evil's money. Oh my God. That's his ex-wife? Goodness gracious. Oh, you need to buy some bigger clothes, hon. Kelly is accused of offering 17-year-old Joseph Good to kill her husband for $13,000. Earlier this month, Good was arrested along with the getaway driver, Quincy Mendez, also 17. Police say although Mendez didn't do the shooting, he knew he was driving Good to the victim and that Good planned to shoot. Hey, she pulled a Pamela Smart, getting young kids to kill her husband. Security footage captured Good getting into a red truck and fleeing the scene. They tracked the truck down by analyzing the license plate caught on the footage. Investigators found a tracking device on Barron's car, which they believe Carey put there for Good to follow. Prosecutors said that the night before the shooting, Good sent himself an email with a link to a Brick House security login webpage the night before the shooting. After Barron survived the shooting, Good allegedly sent Kelly a text message about finishing the job and getting paid. Kelly was making arrangements for a second hit when she was arrested, police said. Their failure to kill the victim was not for lack of effort, prosecutors said. He was shot multiple times at close range and left to die. Good initially denied involvement and tried to distance himself from knowing Mendez. He later requested an attorney. According to court documents, Mendez told investigators that Good told him that he was going to cap someone and empty a clip. Mendez said he took it to mean Good was going to shoot someone. Mendez added that Good said he would pay him somewhere between $4,000 and $6,000 for driving. Barron described to Inside Edition how he tried to shield himself during the incident. I took a shot behind my right leg, and that's when I fell to the ground, Barron said. I pulled myself behind the car door. He comes around the door. He's standing over me at point-blank range and fired the first shot without looking. It went in my chest. He shot me in the leg, hip, and twice in my arm until the clip emptied. Jesus mercy. Barron said he knew his wife was behind it and was wondering who the person was she hired to kill him. I hope she rots in jail for the rest of her life, Barron said. All three suspects were arrested and charged with attempted murder. Their arraignments are scheduled for October 26th in King County. The teens are being charged as adults. Good faces an additional charge for violating the Uninformed Firearms Act. Now, let's go back and look at this weirdo. She's a weirdo. Wow. Over money, over her son's money. A trust for him, for his care, because he's special needs. He got brain damage. He must have sued the hospital or a doctor or something. It's crazy. This reminds me of Pamela Smart. She got Billy Flynn and his buddies to murder her husband. What was his name? I can't think of Pam Smart's husband's name. That's what I said, Tracy. Jesus mercy, lady. Buy some bigger clothes. We don't want to see you in those belly shirts, that's for sure. Hope I never see that monster again. Actually, I have nightmares looking at that picture. It wasn't meant for that guy to die. That is a miracle. Shot 9 times, didn't hit any major organs. He surely had a guardian angel that day. And then, when that didn't work, she texted those boys trying to get them to do it again. Greg Smart. Thank you, Tracy. Could not think of that for the life of me. I think she knows and doesn't seem to care, Tracy. Oh, about the shirt? Yeah. She's probably one of those people, lazy slob, don't do nothing. Probably one of those that don't clean her house and stuff. Those leggings. I don't know, but she don't need to wear leggings. You know. When you're curvy and stuff, you need to cover yourself up a little bit, Not be wearing belly shirts and stuff. That's just my opinion. She probably don't care. She's an evil monster. Don't really matter about her clothes, I don't guess. But anyhow, well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this morning's stream. I hope y'all have a safe weekend, a good weekend. I'll probably be seeing y'all again this weekend. I'm going to try to do some kind of member stream this weekend. I'll probably do it Sunday morning. But anyways, I've enjoyed the chat. Always, thank you for your support. I appreciate it so much. Got the best chat on YouTube. I really do. That's just facts. Anyways, be safe, be kind, and peace.